everybody. Today's video is going to be about sleeping well in your Happier Camper. We have lots of experience with this. I want to share my lessons learned with you all because unfortunately in my constant iteration of trying to find the right solution for us, I've spent a lot of money I didn't need to spend. So like and subscribe and let's talk about how to get the right level of comfort for your sleeping situation. Okay. Let's go on the Wayback Machine to 2016. We buy the HC1. And we haven't even sat in one. We only saw it online. So if you're thinking about doing that, it's going to work out great. Worked out great for us. But we didn't have any sense of what the cube tops would feel like. So they are cushioned. And I suppose if you're a really, not picky sleeper, those cushioned tops are going to be absolutely fine for you. I've had back surgery. It wasn't going to be fine for me. And so the first attempt for us at figuring out how to have a really good sleep experience was to take a bed topper off of one of the beds. Now, we always kitted it out with a 9-cube configurations for a queen-size bed, which, by the way, is amazing if you can get a queen-size bed in such a small space. And then you've got the adaptive interior. You can move those cubes around during the day and set it up with a table. I mean, this is why the Happier Campers are so special. But we thought, okay, we'll take the bed topper off of the bed and we'll use that. It was a nice down one. And that was okay, but I think I just must have been having a lot of back trouble at the time because it didn't quite give me the night's sleep that I needed. So I thought, I'm going to get another bed topper. We didn't have one, so I went out and spent, they're not cheap. I spent quite a bit of money getting a really nice wool bed topper, and we put that in the camper, and that was better from a sleeping perspective. But guys, the whole point of having this great adaptive interior is that you can sleep at night and then shift it around during the day and have it be an area that you can actually sit and read or do whatever you want to do. And have you ever tried to fold up a bed topper? It ain't happening. I mean, they're super bulky, and the reason that they're so comfortable is because they're so full. So it was ridiculous. We were trying to travel with these two massive bed toppers. I also, at the time, for some reason, felt like I needed 7 pillows in the camper at night. And it was like we were losing the value of the adaptive interior during the day because we had these huge, bulky bed toppers. Sometimes we'd take them out into the car. Sometimes we wouldn't bother to break down the bed because it was such a big hassle. So that was not working for us, and we knew we wanted to change. And that was when we were buying the HCT. It seemed like the perfect time to invest in something that Happier Camper had started to offer, which is their bed topper. Now, I am the first to admit that the bed topper the Happier Camper offers is expensive. If you are crafty and you can make one of these yourself, you absolutely should. But guys, this thing was amazing, and it met multiple needs. So first of all, I was shocked how comfortable I was sleeping. I was a little bit hesitant. I didn't honestly think that, given my history of having had back surgery, that this thing was going to work. It actually worked great. But the game changer in my mind is that the bed topper is actually 2 pieces, and it rolls up. It's got Velcro to keep it closed, and then you put it to the edges of the camper, and it acts as a back support, like a bolster. So if you think about the size of the cubes, they're 20 inches by 20 inches, and you've got, I think those surround cushions are maybe 6 inches, 7 inches. So that 26, 27 inches, you actually need something to support your back. So the bed topper acting as a bolster during the day was perfect. It was exactly what we wanted. But we had a problem, and that is that we bought the HCT without having actually seen one. We did the video tour. It was wonderful. But I didn't understand the size of what I had wanted to use for the sleeping area, which is the back end of the camper. You walk through the front door. On the right is where I thought we would have the open area that would always be set up with tables. And then on your left, you've got the kitchenette and the wet bath across from that. And then in the back, you have a sleeping area, or it could be a sitting area as well. Well, that sleeping area in the back of the camper is actually full size, which would have been fine for just me and Mike. It's a little close, but it would have been fine, except that we have a Newfoundland, and she weighs 150 pounds, and she sleeps in bed. So there was zero chance that we were going to have me, Mike, our new Charlie, and our West Highland Terrier, Rosie, who's only 16 pounds. So we realized pretty quickly, like, oh, we have to have 2 beds. So that's okay. Again, the adaptive interior, you get to move stuff around. This will be fine. We'll leave the bed in the back down during the day, and the bed that we'll use at the front of the camper at night, where Mike and Charlie sleep, that's the one that we'll break down and bring up every night, every morning. So the question was, what's Mike going to sleep on so that he has a comfortable night's sleep? I'm going to show you a couple of options now. This is the stuff that we bought before we got to the point where we were like, we need a better answer. Okay, this is the first thing that we tried. It is a tri-fold bed. Now, this was super comfortable and worked really well for Michael, but of course Charlie didn't have anything comfortable to sleep on. But that's okay, we weren't trying to solve for her. But as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but the surface of this picks, it's a material. It picks up bits from the camper really easily and from the dog. And when you fold it, it's not exactly, I don't know, it's just not exactly easy to store during the day in the camper. So you start getting to a situation where you're piling stuff up, trying to figure out where's stuff gonna go so I can make good use of the camper during the day. So comfortable, but not practical. Next option. This is a Stoic blow-up mattress. It has a really nice cushiony feel, and you blow it up. And I would say that slightly less comfortable than the one I just showed you. It's obviously not as thick, right? So that makes sense that it wouldn't be quite as cushy. But having to take the air out of this and then blow it back up at night, take the air out, blow it back up at night, it also wasn't exactly what we were looking for. This does roll up pretty well. You have to be mindful that you're gonna get all the air out. So it's a good option, but it wasn't combining the comfort with the way we wanted to then in turn feel like we were using the camper during the day that we were really looking for. So let me tell you what we did. Okay, I know this is not an option for everyone, and I fully appreciate that we are very fortunate that we can make this choice. But I will tell you, if I'd made this choice like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have spent so much money on additional bed toppers. In fact, I've probably spent more now on bed toppers. Actually, I definitely spent more than if I had simply just bought the Happier Camper bed toppers right out of the gate. And that's what we're going to do for Mike's side of the camper for sleeping. We're going to get another bed topper, and it's just arrived. I'm super excited because to me, this is the final piece of the puzzle for the camper to be really efficient both at night and during the day. When you're working in a really small space, you have to really think about how can something serve more than one purpose? Having something big and bulky that you just got to find a place to store during the day, that is like the least great experience when you're doing camping in the small campers. So let's go open the box. And so this is what you get. The 2 boxes on the right, ignore the 2 boxes on the left. This is what you get when you order, after purchase, the bedroll. Comes in 2 boxes for each half of the roll. And then we're going to take that one out and I'll show you what it looks like. So these guys come in the 2 boxes. They're wrapped in all of this bubble wrap, which I wish my granddaughter was here for. She loves this stuff. You just need to be careful that you don't cut the actual bed topper itself as you open up your roll. So what I'm going to do is get this open, and then I'm going to bring it out to the camper and show you why in place. I think this is the better option if you're gonna get a bed topper. Whether it's one, or like us now 2. I'll show you why I think it's both efficient and comfortable. Okay, you can see that I've got set up 2 bedrolls on this side of the camper. So at night, we'll drop another single table here. We'll put down the tabletop cushions, and then we have a full-size bed, and the roll will go up on top of that. Thank you, Rose. And then here, Charlie is kindly modeling for us. Now we'll have both sides of the camper kitted out with the bedroll. This is going to be better, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is actually going to be a lot better for this one, because with this setup as a full-size bed, with this setup as a full-size bed, the mattress options that we were showing you before, they only ever fit one person. Really, they're like a twin size. But now that it's full size, Charlie will also have the benefit of the bed topper, which is going to make her super happy. So, look, I know this is a lot of money to spend on a bed topper, but I got to tell you that, like, if you don't get this right, it really affects the quality of your camping and how well you feel when you get back from your trip. So, if you can swing it, I really recommend getting the bed toppers. I also like the fact that you can get them in the same fabric as your cube tops. It looks pretty cool. Thanks, everybody. I hope you get a chance to get out camping soon. Take care.